this time, something tapped back. Short, short, short. Long, long, long. Short, short, short. SOS. I grabbed his hand. Chris, if that's you, squeeze once. He squeezed so hard my knuckles cracked. I stormed into the meeting room and told them my brother just responded to me. The caseworker said, this is very common with families who aren't ready to let go. My parents nodded. I grabbed the transfer papers off the table. You're not signing anything until you come see for yourself. I walked them to Chris's bed and grabbed his hand. Ask him anything. The caseworker asked what year it was. Chris squeezed out the answer. Count to 5. 5 perfect squeezes. His mother's name, tapped out letter by letter. By the 10th question, she said, he's still alive. We can't move him. Weeks later, I asked Chris what kept him fighting. Heard mom call me a corpse. Heard dad donate my organs. Heard all of them leave, except you. I asked why. I wanted to see you too.
Oh my god, that was adorable. Go to part 2? Wait, he tapped back part 2?
Someone tapped my hand again. Chris, please wake up. They're gonna kill you. I squeeze. I needed a miracle. Then my fingers moved. I said the first thing I thought of. SOS. Chris, I knew it. He instantly ran out of the room. Guys, he's awake. He's awake. They rushed in. I squeezed their hands. They saw it all. I heard my mom. He's still alive. We can't move him.
Bro, the mom is terrible.
But I knew what she said. That night, I tapped it all out to my brother as he wrote it down. He couldn't believe it. Then, when I finally opened my eyes, they gasped. My mom hugged me. Honey, you're alive. But I didn't hug her back. The doors opened behind them, and when the cops walked in, my parents looked nervous. What's going on? Can we help you? They were pissed. They slammed them both in handcuffs, and when they looked, Jake was holding up everything I said. I could barely move my arm, but
Bro, these are the stories. These are literally like the
Sure,
stories
man.
when you're in first grade and you're talking to other kids in class. It's like, yeah, I have an alligator in my house. Oh, really? I have an elephant in my house. Oh, yeah, really? Well, my dad's the president. That's what this story is, bro. I bet to get ideas for his story, he goes to like a bunch of first graders and asks them to tell him a story. That's what he does. Look at her story, bro. That is not a real person. Who is her story? What? Oh my. Who the heck is her
This
story?
boy was trolling on the dark web.
Who is her, bro? You're telling me we got a her story before she
Yeah, bro.
got a her story before she did. We got a her story too?
Trolling on the dark web when her sister noticed he slammed his laptop shut. He was shivering, and she knew something was wrong. Scared, he immediately ran to the living room. She yelled, "What
Rainbow,
happened?" But he wouldn't say anything. He started freaking out,
or
closing
brag.
all of their blinds.
Can I
locking
join?
the front door, and she
No, I'm
begged
sorry,
him
bro.
to tell her what was going on. He was freaking out, and that's when she opened his
Thank you,
laptop.
6
She
months
couldn't
ago.
believe it. Someone sent him a picture of their front door. They sent another picture, and when she clicked on it, it was a picture of her through their window that said, "She looks tasty." She couldn't breathe. She was about
Chat, do you think that the same person who made his story made her story too? Was it the same person, you think, chat? Same person?
to run and grab their dad, but her brother grabbed her arm, saying, "No, he'll kill me if he knew I was on there." Neither of them slept that night until someone rang the doorbell the next morning. Some suspicious activity coming from their network, but he told him he didn't know anything about it. He told them to stay safe, but the next day in class, her principal burst through their door.
This
She
looks
told
good.
her she had to come to the bathroom and that the police were there, and she followed her to the office, thinking it had to be her brother. But the second she walked in, she saw the same guy from yesterday holding his badge. He smiled when he saw her and told her there was an emergency at her house. He grabbed her arm and tried to pull her out, but she resisted. "No, tell me what happened. Is my brother okay?" But he didn't say anything. "Come with us." She didn't want to, but her principal nodded and said,
Chat,
"Police
the best
officers
overall
and
7 base
they took her
fragons
outside, but she
was
noticed
Ginger
their car
Rainey.
didn't have any police stickers on it. She thought these guys
Fake police. Fake police. Fake police are gonna kidnap her. Fake police are gonna kidnap her. Bro is breathing out loud. Bro, I bet the cop is the one taking the pictures.
must just be undercover.
Must be,
And when
right?
they put her in the back, she immediately noticed there weren't any door handles either. There was no
Has to
way
be.
she could get out. "Where are we going?" But they laughed. She was sweating now. "Please, I just want to see my brother." But they didn't say anything until they saw flashing lights behind them. Both of the guys immediately got nervous, and when she realized it was the police, she knew this was her chance. The cop was walking up to the car, and she was about to scream for help.
Why is the cop walking like that, bro?
But just before she did, she felt something sharp in her stomach. She looked down and saw the man holding a knife against her. The cop walked up and looked inside the car, and when he saw her crying, he looked suspicious. She tried anything she could to signal for help, but the man said, "That's just my niece. She's upset because we didn't get McDonald's." She couldn't say anything.
They're dressed as fake police officers. What do you mean? How would the cop not know that? The cop looks like you? Because he's bald? I don't get it.
The knife was already cutting her skin, and the cop just told them to have a good day. She was crying, but they drove off. She accepted her life was over. She wasn't ever gonna see her family again until they started arguing. "He saw our faces, man. If we kill her, they're gonna know it was us." So in that moment, they opened the door and threw her out, and she had to run back with her hands tied.
That was it? That's the whole story? Wait, let me look at another one of her. Wait, there's a part 2 to the cop one.
I was walking alone at night.
What is with all the cops and the creepy dudes?
I was walking alone at night when a police officer started walking beside me and grabbed my arm. "Don't react and keep walking. Someone's following you." I suddenly turned around and saw a man in a dark hood 30 feet behind me, matching my pace. I stopped for
No, I'm gonna call it right now. The cop is the bad guy. I'm cop is the bad guy.
Against the wall, trying to stay discreet. The officer told me to stay calm and walk with him. He guided me forward, gripping my arm.
This looks so good. This base looks so good, bro.
And the man was now closer. That's when he walked through a streetlight, and the light shined down on something metallic sticking from his pocket. My whole body went cold. I pressed closer to the officer and told him what I saw. He nodded and said, "Don't worry, we'll get you home. You're safe with me." But then he started steering us away from the lit up main road and onto a darker sidewalk, almost like he was leading me somewhere specific. That, plus his grip on my arm, made me feel uneasy. But when I turned around, the man was now walking straight at me, holding the metallic object, and no longer trying to be discreet. I knew I had no choice but to trust the officer.
Bro, they're gonna kill her, bro. The cop's gonna kill her.
Told him the man was
It's the
close.
cop.
Chat, 7 base strikes.
I'm telling you.
Come on, chat. 7 base strikes for the gingerbread, bro. The best offer was 7. The best offer was 7, chat. You can get 7.
The officer, "I'll just take this one," but his grip tightened. The man is still too close and the alleyway is safer. He tried pulling me again, but I yanked my arm free and sprinted toward the cab. He reached for me again, but I was too far away. I got in and locked the door, shaking and unsure what to even think. Then 3 weeks later, I was watching the morning news, and my coffee slipped out of my hands. 2 men were arrested for the murder of a woman. The officer who grabbed my...
They were gonna kill her! Oh my god, is this one real? Wait, what does it say in the description? This story may be based on real events, but all names, details, and identifying information have been changed. Oh my
My arm and the man in the hood, they worked together. The man followed her at night, and the officer lured her into an alleyway under the guise of safety. The woman who trusted the officer never came home to her kids.
Okay, hold on, let's go back to my story. I labeled it fish?
My teacher looked at my drawing.
What the heck could this possibly be about? Yo, chat, I'm gonna guess the plot of this one, okay? Ready?
My teacher.
Chat, I'm gonna guess the plot of this video, okay? He is going to, dude, let's be honest, chat, I have no idea. His drawings come to life?
Looked at my drawing, covered her mouth, and ran out of the room screaming. Our assignment was to draw something that makes us happy, so I drew me and my dad fishing at the lake, something we do every Saturday. I picked up my paper.
Oh my god, I bet his dad is dead. I'm calling it right now. I bet his dad is dead.
To see what she saw. 2 stick figures, a fishing rod, a lake, a building that said Larry's Bait and Tackle, and a fish that I even labeled fish in case there was any confusion. I had no idea what I did wrong. She came back with 2 security guards, still screaming, grabbed my drawing off my desk, and pointed at me like I was dangerous. They walked me out without saying a word, and sat me down in Principal Carter's office. He had my drawing under a desk lamp, like he was examining a ransom note. He looked up. "Explain this." I told him it's me and my dad fishing at the lake. He pointed at my stick.
I don't get it. What's so crazy about it? His dad is a bad guy? Okay, so I was kind of right.
Figure's hand.
Sorta.
You're telling me this is a fishing rod when I'm looking at a weapon. I told him there's a line coming off it with a fish on the end, and I literally wrote the word fish next to it. Mrs. Keller leaned in. It looks like he's aiming at the building. I told her it's Larry's Bait and Tackle where we buy
I don't
worms,
get it.
and he's facing the water because that's where fish live, and that's how fishing works. I didn't understand how every adult in the room was looking at a fish and seeing a threat. Principal Carter picked up his phone and called my dad. "Mr. Davis, your son drew an image that appears to depict a school shooting. We need you here immediately."
A school shooting? It's a fish! How could it be a school shooting? It's literally a fish. I don't get it. Explain how it's a
Centipedes, bro. Centipedes.
Wondering how I ended up here. My dad showed us. This is from last Saturday. He pulled out his phone, turned it around, and the photo was right there. Me standing in front of Larry's Bait and Tackle holding my fishing rod. Same building, same rod, same everything. He looked at the principal. "Is everyone in this room slow? My son drew a fish, labeled it fish, drew a fishing rod, drew a bait shop, and you looked at that and saw a school shooting. Nobody said anything. You pulled my son out of class and called me at work because not one adult in this building stopped and said, 'Hey,
I don't get it.
hey, maybe that's a fishing rod." Mrs. Keller stared at the floor, and Principal Carter had nothing. My dad put the drawing in his pocket. "We're done here. Let's go. Next art class."
Lucky block. Lucky block.
Bro's having some Zaza? Bro's having some Zaza? It's also on TikTok? recipe so that his thing gets delayed. His execution gets delayed.
Any offer for my Capitano Mobi, 800 mil per second? My base is here. Yeah, my base is here.
floor, we're gonna do a light pink. Maybe we need to make it loud.